Hello, and welcome back to Pop Play. Enhanced Reloaded. In the last part, I beat Jasmine. It was a very annoying fight, and then I spent way too much time exploring the most pointless area in all of Pokemon. And this part, I'm gonna explore whatever this town's called, I don't remember. And do the Lake of Rage, I guess. Before that, most important thing of all, is get his burial outfit, saddening clothes that boost ghost type moves, and give that to Mima so she stops wearing a fucking bondage suit. There we go. Mahogany Town, right. Monica Gym Leader Price, the teacher of winter's harshness. Since you came this far, take the time to do some sightseeing. You should head north and check out Lake of Rage right now. Yeah, the funny thing about at least more recent Pokemon games is normally when they have an Ice-type gym leader, they set them in like an area of the region that's like really cold. Like, the biggest example I can think of is Gen 6, but there's also in Gen 5, where when you go to the area with the Ice-type gym leader when it's like winter, because that game had seasonal variants, there's like giant piles of snow everywhere. But this one, it's just like, yeah, it seems to be like, I mean, I can't tell what the weather is, but it seems like decently warm outside, and it's just, you go in there, it's just like, I guess you turn the air conditioner all the way up, and it's just fucking cold. There's ice everywhere. There's icicles coming from the ceiling! Since you came this far, take the time to check out the Lake of Rage. So why was it called the Lake of Rage before the Magikarp became mad and became a giant Gyarados or something? Well, this timeline is a frog. Welcome, how may I help you? I could buy things from you the whole time. Okay, I didn't need to go back all the way to the Notorious. That's great to know. Actually, you sell, like, the small shit. That's cool. Probably should have done that, considering I already have all that juice, but whatever. Money's not an issue in this fucking game. It worked like a charm. What are you talking about? Hey kid, I see you're new. I see you're new. You should try our yummy Rage candy bar. Right now it could be yours for just $100. Sure. Hey, you can't just prevent me from leaving some illegal. No, nobody's gonna do anything about that? None of the people in town are just like, hey, these people are literally making it to where we can't leave. Nobody but the 10-year-old's gonna do anything about that. Oh, it's Lash Remote again. Well, this time in a much better area. I can do so much with my Monica, it's super fun. Camper Spencer with his technically Suicas. Wait, am I finally gonna get back to reading dreams? I was going to last part, and then whatever the fuck area happened. 1-2-25 was watching/reading some alternate version of what was apparently Attack on Titan, but it wasn't actually anything like it. Oh, that's very specific. Of course, you're part fire type, so I die immediately. I just want to read my dreams. Can you fuck off? I fucking hate you, dude. You suck. Die. Fucking waste of my time. Right. Apparently the answer is no. The answer is no, I don't get to read my dreams at all, because this is the first trainer I run into. It's gonna be bullshit, and just one-shot my leading Pokemon, and then one-shot multiple Pokemon after that, because I don't fucking know. Right, don't go through that way, or Team Rocket steals money from you. Right, I remember that. Are you going to the lake right too? Let's play for a little while. It was this really dark story about how the Earth was taken over by this thing called the Rot, which was this gross stuff that looked like that tentacle dude from the first 2000 Star Wars Clone Wars show. It would consume the Earth, killing all in its path. It would also mutate those it touched into monsters. It followed this group that had a settlement in a giant room in a giant wooden building. Eventually they got overrun by mutated monsters and the Rot. Okay. ancient power, the power of ancient space. Ah, right. Yeah, not surprising that I'm having to cough a little bit every now and then. What was it good against the Mercers, the Marassers? Shadow Ball now does more damage, so you should die because Mima is now spooky and not whatever she was wearing beforehand. Ghost, yes, she's so spooky. I played too much. I have a billion repels, so why am I not using them? What did I just grab? I don't know, doesn't matter. Would you get this? Don't make fun of my Bonica. Darn it, my Bonica's great. I haven't even seen them. Why would I make fun of them? I haven't even seen them yet. Probably because you're walking around wearing that. And now people making fun of you is very understandable. You know, I'm kind of glad that they didn't go out of their way to change the sprites of some of these trainer classes, because I'd rather not see this guy dressed up as, like, a Touhou character. He can continue to be dressed up as a Charizard or whatever he's doing right now. I think in some of these hacks they do change some of the trainer models. I think they changed, like, my Bonica did pretty right on. I think they changed, like, the super fans from, like, Pikachu's to, like, Nazarins or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I love Bonica, that's why I started, and while I'll keep on collecting Bonica. You don't actually know is it's not a hat. That's not just like a makeshift hat and feet. It's actually like killed a Charizard and like he's wearing its head and its feet. Like some sort of fucking insane hunter. Alright, 1925. I was at the North Pole on Christmas with a group of people helping Santa lift off on a ramp like we were a flight assistance crew at an airport. When Santa floated off, started waiting to get picked up. Got a call and walked out. Okay, then there's a part, you know that meme with Spider-Man where he's like pointing at each other? It's like that, but it was like me and two other guys, we were all pointing like finger guns at each other, and it was, we're shot first one, that kind of thing. Right. I was watching a Scooby-Doo TV show. I had a gimmick where a bunch of the characters' aunts and uncles would show up. I was now Patrick Star. Okay. Started watching some YouTube series, very specific. Started leaning against a wall, got a message from the creator of the videos to keep watching. I watched all of them. When I finished, I moved off the wall. Then some balloons that were on the wall that I was leaning against popped. Okay. Looked over at a corner and saw the creator of those videos looking at me. Okay. Great. You know, if I really like stressed myself today, I could just like do all of Up to Claire today, and and I can figure out what exactly the rest of this game is between now and the next time I record, which could be up to like 2 weeks from now. I'm in a slump. Maybe it's the gear I'm using. Let's battle for a change of pace. Although, no, because you have to do all of Team Rocket, and that's gonna take a while. Marvin is the name of the fish. Fighting Nemo. Alright. 1/10/25. It was Rumia's birthday, so I went to Walmart to buy her something. This is the second dream in a row. Or this is the second dream that has to do with the Touhou character's birthday. Ended up buying her some food. I don't remember what, and a balloon. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing. Kept trying to go to the checkout, but things kept happening. First, people kept hogging the only checkout, including Jack Black. Okay, Jack Black was there. Jack Black. Then I walked somewhere else to play Plants vs. Zombies. Then what was happening in the game started happening in real life, where I was using the plants to defend myself from some zombies. Started also throwing things at the zombies' heads. Finally, everything turned into a Star Wars trailer where General Grievous busted in and Obi-Wan had to stop him. Okay. Maybe I should get out someone who's actually super effective against Star. That might be a decent idea. Who knows? Right. Poison bomb, the bomb of the poison. It's so poisonous. It's very the poison, and that's not good. And your fairy is poisoned. So you're gonna get those lovely questions of a fairy. Do they have the same physiology as a human? Will therefore be affected by the same types of poisons? Who knows? These answers don't have questions don't have answers. I lost, but I feel better anyway. You think about how the fairies in Touhou, they're like not really small. And how that kind of doesn't really make that much sense, because in most like fairy tales and stuff, fairies are supposed to be really small, right? And then it goes, okay, oh, we're supposed to be like what people believe, some shit becomes real. So fairies became real because people believe the fairies, except maybe it's not that way because apparently they also always exist or something. The point is, if Kinzoku is supposed to make what people believe real, shouldn't the fairies be really Tinkerbell sized or something? I don't know. It probably wouldn't be fair, because with the like all the like the way Danmaku like fights work, surely the smaller you are, the harder you'd be able to hit. Therefore harder to beat, which makes me wonder why Shimmy just isn't small all the time when she fights, because then she'd be fucking impossible to hit. And I don't know, it's not like the spell card rules have never been shown, so it's not like it's, I don't know, there's a clause where it's like you can't be really small because that's cheating. Anyway, this is the lake of the rage, where despite all of it, Rat and Cage still in, yes. Okay. It's just, this just doesn't, you can't go here. Okay, there's just a wall here for some reason. I left that on, I think I left that as a comment on the, some Asprey FM video. I think it had to do with like rage spell card phases or something. I made a joke about Byakuya being a rat in a cage. I don't comment on videos very often. Basically, the only videos I comment on are Picasprey, Mario Party, Link of Rage, CPU games, because when I predict who I think will win in the comments, that gives me like an incentive to care when I'm watching. Did my eyes deceive me? I saw a weird colored Suico. Look at this sprite, look at the eyes on the head. Great. Whoa, the water is flooding. Why are you a trainer? Alright, 214, 214, 25. Sana is not the good peak. No, I should have someone who does the grass. Yes, yes. 214.25. Actually, a pretty cool dream, you don't say, that followed Circus Baby / Elizabeth after. Yep. I don't know FNAF 4, sounds like fucking gibberish. Okay, it like switched perspectives between the two and stuff. Don't know how to explain it, but hopefully writing it down will help me remember some of the camera angles and stuff. Also, was like a really dynamic dream. Really good shit, I don't know. And in the end, Circus Baby fought a bear. The bear had the strength of a bear. I swear, I don't know if I watched this, but I swear I saw that in a video, like a video, like thumbnail once. It was like which FNAF animatronics could beat a bear, like an actual fucking bear. Yeah, here's the thing about FNAF robots is that you know, they're highly advanced, like robots and shit. So it's kind of like hard to use actual, like, real animatronics as a basics for questions like that, because if you don't know, real animatronics are really fragile and they fucking break all the time, really easily, and they really don't have like any strength at all because they just kind of have the servos just kind of like move a little bit. My line's all tangled up. How many more trainers are here? Isn't Lance supposed to be over here? Where the hell is he? Actually, what happens at this point? Isn't Lance supposed to be here? And then go fight Team Rocket? Maybe that happens after I catch Suico? I don't remember. Let me battle with the Bonica I just caught. You're not even gonna take it to a Pokemon Center, dude? Like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? It's not cool. Alright, 3/8/25. Captain Sparkles finds proof of aliens or something. Damn, dude. Why is it super effective? Random water type has moves that's super effective against me. Why? Spooky spaghetti, why? Yeah, I remember when I did the, I recorded the Yoga Tokyo Zero video, and the whole time I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna end up making an intro for this, because it'd probably be more effort than any of the other intros I made, and I've been kind of busy, so maybe not. And basically, like, you know, I was sick on, like, Thursday night. I didn't really have the brain power to do anything else, so I just, well, you know what, I'll edit this intro together. So there we go. I made the Robert Cup intro. It's pretty good. That was pretty funny. So now that's just going to be the first like 3 minutes of that like 40-minute video. Hope you enjoy because it's already ended there. I'm not taking it away. He is the Robert. He is the cop. He is the Robert Cup. You futuristic Robert. Terminator robot. Exciting movie look! Oi! I will be back. He is the Robot Cop. He is the Robot Cop. much there's there to explore on this lake that's not just, you know, her. Actually, not a lot. I think this might be a smaller version of the lake. Pretty sure at least in the remake it's bigger than this. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Here's the shiny that I actually knew was scripted. As opposed to the other shiny, which I thought was legit the whole time, and then found out it wasn't. Here's the actual one that I knew was scripted the entire time, because it's scripted in the original games. It's Native Faith! Oh, that's a nice color. I expected her to be red, because, you know, red Gyarados, but no. Nice, like, light blue, grayish color. Anyway, we should probably have, you know, Kashiwagi out. Don't know why I have Lemur out. And it's gonna be a long time before I get to this point, especially since, you know, I said in the previous part, EOSD covers are probably gonna slow down. But, like, that was the biggest thing when doing the Mountain of Faith covers, is just that it ended with Native Faith, so I was basically treading that the entire time. But with, like, you can't get paralyzed to Earth type, right? This is not gonna do anything. Actually, no, it's Stun Spore. You can get paralyzed, just can't have electric attacks hit you, I think. Yeah, I was like dreading Native Faith the entire time I was doing the Mountain of Faith covers. But now that I'm doing, like, EOSD, like, it ends with UNON. UNON does not sound like a particularly hard track, especially since I think I have it already. Because it's like one of the few tracks that actually has sheet music available. Pretty sure all I have to do is just like take that's the melody, just like figure out the bass line, and then boom. Should be fairly simple. Hopefully. Lumen, I need you to not kill. There we go. Suwako is the former goddess of Moria Shrine. She makes many plans on her own, does she? Maybe. I don't know. I call them, and I tell them that my toilet is wrong. There you are, Lance. Jackass. The Monika and this lake are acting strange. As I thought, the Suwako are going mad. Yukari, did you come here because of the rumors? I heard some rumors, so I came to investigate. If you don't mind, could you help me investigate? Excellent. It seems that the Suwako are somehow going mad. A mysterious radio broadcast coming from the Mahogany is the cause. I'll be waiting for you, Yukari. Then he flies off, because they couldn't animate him being picked up by his Dragonite. Although he doesn't have a Dragonite, I don't remember what his equivalent is. Probably a fucking Rainbow. I guess that's the neat thing about this now, is that since this is, like, after the first game, and I'm red, like, Lance actually has some respect for the protagonist, whereas, I think in the original game, like, Lance didn't even know who you were at that point. It's kind of hard to get a grasp on some of the Elite Four members of Kanto, like how good people they actually are, because in the comics they're fucking, from what I know, they're like members of Team Rocket and they're like pretty fucking awful. But in the games, like, I think they're mostly good, but also like Agatha seems like pretty, no. Utsuho, go. What took you, Yukari? Just as I thought, that strange radio signal is coming from here. What took me is that I can't fly into the region, Lance. The stairs are right here. Yukari, we should split up to check this place. I'll go first. Alright, it's been 24 minutes. How much time am I gonna spend here? I don't know. Team Rocket. Alright, this is one of the worst gimmicks ever. There are these... there are these, what's the word? Where's Romeo Hardcat? Where's Bima? Why wouldn't she? Right, there's the alarm systems, and every single time you make one go off, it summons the exact same 2 Team Rocket grunts that you just fight over and over again. So basically, if you don't want to waste your time, try to avoid them as much as possible. If you want a bunch of EXP, trip off every single one of them. Nice to know I just can't use Mima through this entire area because Romeo hard counters her. Because just, I don't know, just because. And here's the problem. Some of these are, completely unavoidable. So yeah, I can just, why'd you do that? So yeah, I'm just gonna hard skip through all this because, like, it's literally the same 2 trainers over and over again. You love how my level 75 Yorihime is still stuck with Cut. Great. Da 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 da. Why am I dead? Did you use Destiny Bot on me, you cheap sack of shit? I can't go that high. Oh god. Especially not when my throat is the way it is. Mima. She's always been Zun's second banana. Such a waste of my time. Yeah, I'm glad one of these trainers that constantly show up have a move to make one of them go before I just leave the video. That's cool. Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Hey, you wanna know something great? That timer that I have that says how long I've been playing the game that shows up whenever I save. You wanna know how many hours it says over 81 hours. It might reach 100 by the time I'm finished with this fucking thing. Your Pokemon, not known for being 100-hour RPGs, are they? Huh? Feeling lucky, punk? Go on ahead. Sriggle. Alright, 320. 25. Some Pokemon in Pikmin Hybrid game reached end area where there were portals to catch legendaries. Olimar was confronted by their old partner, which Olimar apparently left on a planet once or something. That's also what he did to Louie at the end of Pikmin 2. Spoilers. And now they want their revenge. Okay? Actually, brings me another thing I kind of wanted to briefly talk about for a bit. But, I'll do that after I finish these dreams. Alright, 3/21/25. This was 8 days ago, which makes this the last dream I've written so far. Of course, stupid dark types. 3:21:25. Walked into some office-type room at a school to hang out with Ramilia and Pacholti. While I waited for the next period, we all started doing like a sequential beatboxing thing together. Before Ramilia stopped us. You know, it's like those things where someone will start like doing something and move on to someone else and move on to someone else. It's like a sequence came up with on the spot. Anyway, that probably made no sense. But that was the last dream. That's it. It's every fucking dream. Every single one. Started in what, like early 2020, all the way to 8 days ago. Every single one. There we go. So if that journal containing like the first half gets destroyed somehow, or if these documents on my phone somehow get erased, there we go. They've been recorded in these videos and all their nonsensical something. There we go. So now what I'll probably do is every time I have a dream that I end up writing down, I'll probably just say it during the next recording session. But yeah, like speaking of Pikmin, talked about I watched I'm Only Here for Pikmin. Still watch his videos. And I guess a neat thing about him is he's oh, I have to kill this thing or it won't leave me alone. That's great. Anyway. Oh, fuck off. Cool area. Yep. Well, and fuck you! Fuck you! That was stupid! I can't do the Kotaku voice. Well, okay. Maybe just turn to that. Oh, right. Right. Yeah. The thing about I'm Only Here for Pikmin is he uses Touhou music in the background of some of his videos, even though his videos have nothing to do with Touhou. And, yeah, he does that sometimes. It's mostly, VOSD. It seems the most common one by far is, Chinese Tea House. This was once a ninja hideout. There are traps to confound intruders like you. But there's also, that other guy, I was talking about who plays the really hard PvZ hacks. Well, you know what, I'm just gonna, like, look, take like a couple seconds. What's the guy's name? RCCH. Right, and the video is 5 hours long, but I don't even know if I'm halfway through watching it. Can you even beat the hardest mod in Plants vs. Zombies? That's the video, or 500,000 views. Yeah, he uses, like, Touhou music in, like half the video. He uses a lot of Touhou music. So, you know, I just think that's, you know, neat. There's, like, channels that have absolutely nothing to do with Touhou, but they still use Touhou music, because Touhou music's very good. It's also, for the most part, copyright friendly. You won't get any copyright strikes, except for that one period of time where, like, Zun started letting this company handle the copyright for, like, his CD music, and because of that, they started striking videos that contain the original music, because some of Zun's quote-unquote remixes and CDs are, like, changing the pitch a bit, and then adding some stuff at the beginning and end. And that was so similar that it made the YouTube copyright system just strike the original versions. Anyway, I think that got resolved at some point. I don't think that's an issue anymore. But it was for a bit, and it was really stupid. But, you know, other than that, brief period of time, you know, you can use Touhou music in videos, you won't get copyright strike, and Touhou music's pretty good, so why not use it, you know? You can also use Lennon music, but just make sure you turn the volume down to like 5%, or it's going to be too loud for you to hear anything else. How much longer is this hideout? I don't know, Batman. Joker. Batman. Hello, Batman. I have taken over the secret ninja hideout. The only way you can beat me, Batman, is by going through all of my ninja-themed traps. You know what's always been confusing to me? Robin. Because there's like multiple Robins, and then this thing happens to this Robin, and this thing happens to this Robin, and this thing happens to this Robin. Except not really, because there's like multiple timelines, multiple retellings of what happens to Robin. That was just confusing, because you know, when I was the child, I watched the Teen Titans, the one from the early 2000s, not Teen Titans Go, which became the SpongeBob of Cartoon Network for like 5 years. We had that Robin. I think that Robin's Dick Grayson, which I think is the first one. I'm not 100% sure though. Anyway, that Robin was cool because the Teen Titans, they were cool. And also, it's weird to me how Cyborg is both a member of the Teen Titans, but also just a member of the Justice League sometimes. I don't get it. I'm not the biggest DC fan, if you can't tell. I like the Batman. I like the Batman a lot more if he didn't have a nonsensical I can't kill the Joker, even though if I did kill the Joker I'd save like thousands of lives mentality that doesn't actually make sense, but people try to explain it as making sense, it doesn't. And then, I like the Teen Titans. Is there any other DC stuff I cared about? I think there were some cartoons. Other cartoons I watched that I can't remember. But yeah, Dick Grayson, he was the cool one, because he was the one in the Teen Titans. I think he became, like, Nightwing or something? I don't remember. But that was after the Teen Titans. Not that that show had a proper conclusion, it kind of just ended on a cliffhanger that was never resolved. And then you had, like, a different Robin who was, like, really young. Like, an actual child. Which was, like, really weird. And I think that one got, like, at least from what I watched, I don't know how I watched this, but it might have just been, like, airing on Cartoon Network or something. I don't know, it seemed kind of too dark to even be on there, so I don't even remember where I watched this, but it was like some sort of special, a Batman special, where, are you alright? Your body got hurt and tired, you're giving him some of my medicine. I wish you would have known that before, okay. Basically it was a Batman special where it dealt with, basically Joker kidnapped that Robin, the really young one, whose name I don't remember. He brought little pest because I don't remember any of the names of Dick Grayson. And he, like, fucking tortured him and mind controlled him and turned him into, like, a crazy little Joker looking, like, mini Joker. And, yeah, it was pretty fucking dark. And then I think at the end, like, I don't exactly remember, but, like, there was, like, a brief moment where the Robin, like, snapped out of his... Yep, just give your Pokemon Destiny Bond. That's a really fun move to fight against, Wow, these Pokemon suck! They really do! They just fucking suck. Are we down here? All the way back again. Yeah, at some point, the mini Robin, he, like, snaps out of it, and he, like, I think kills the Joker? But I think he also died? Yeah, I don't know if this was like I think this was like a special animated movie or something that I watched somehow. I don't remember what it's called, but it was kind of fucked up. So yeah, that was the second Robin. I don't think that's what actually happened to him canonically, but I don't know what happened to the second Robin canonically, but apparently there was a third Robin, whose name I also don't remember. Yeah, one of the Robins became Nightwing. There was like another Robin who I think wore like a red costume or something. I don't know what his name was, but One of the Robins became that one. Why did I go this way? It's 40 minutes. Just keep on going. Hour-long episode, I don't care. Don't even care. The series has been going on for far longer than it realistically should have, so let's try to get a move on here, make some longer episodes, record more than 3 parts in a day, especially when there's gonna be a weekend when I can't record anything. Door's closed, it needs one more password open. Door won't open? Well, duh, it has to have a password that only Team Rocket knows. Hello, Romeo. Goodbye, Romeo. Can I go pick up this item, Lance? It takes 2 passwords to get to the boss's headquarters. The passwords are known only to a few rockets. That rocket there very gracefully told me so. Yukari, let's go get the passwords. Alright, Lance. I am Speed. X-Speed. Brooke, the guy in the cape is incredibly tough. I used to work for Sylph, but now I run research for Team Rocket. A meddlesome child like you needs to be punished. Yeah, I'm gonna have to speed up these battles if I don't want this episode to be over an hour long, so. Yeah, this guy's team isn't very interesting from what you can tell, you know? Wow, look at me, I'm Parsi. I don't take any damage from the thing that's in front of me. Or did I special? Oh, and I can't switch out because fuck you. Oh, and then you just respawn. Oh yeah, this Mega Returns have Destiny Bond and not be able to switch out. Yep, these are very, very fun teams to fight against in your labyrinth of Team Rocket grunts. Yep. Destiny Bond is so fun to fight against, oh, it's so good, because they use it and then I get full, yes! Hour-long episode, hour-long episode. Down. Okay, can you not have a bunch of Destiny Bond spamming bullshit? That'd be great. Alright. I don't really have anything else to talk about at this point. This is kind of the end of 3 parts. Should I try to push it and record more after this? I probably should, because I won't be able to record next weekend. The weekend after that, one of them. Have to check. Wouldn't be such a problem if I was ever able to record on the Mondays and Fridays where I don't have class, but no, I just can't. Never. Never. Computer. All complicated words and numbers that make no sense. Because you see, Renko, she's the smart in physics and math one, whereas Maribel, she is more the magical one. Why are you even here? You fucking... So you are messing with him again? Well, clearly you are too, because you're in the fucking hideout. So you must really like Team Rocket so much. Tell me, who was that guy in the cape who used flying type Bonica? By Bonica were no match at all, which means you have no Pokemon, which means you can't fight behind it right now, right? I don't care that I lost. I could beat him by getting stronger Bonica. It's what he said that bothers me. He told me that I don't love and trust my Bonica enough. I'm furious that I lost to a bleeding heart like him. I don't have the time for the likes of you. Alright, go away. Well, Maribel certainly has a lot more strength than me, because if that guy fucking punched me, I would get my mind-reading rabbit out and have his brain explode. Alright, where am I going? Have I not explored everything yet? Peachy Tail? That's where the boss room Nazarene Tail. Momiji Nazarene Tail. Okay. Now what? No, it doesn't. It's Momiji Tail or Nazarene Tail. Unless one of those passwords was just wrong, and the guy was wrong about Momiji Tail, and it's actually Nazarene Tail, so I don't know what the other one is. Okay. What? Who are you? This is the office of our leader Giovanni. Since disbanding Team Rocket 3 years ago, he has been in training, but we're certain he will be back someday to assume command again. That's why we're standing guard. I won't let anyone disturb this place. Petrol. I don't remember who you are. You know, you were supposed... Okay. Nice to know that you just hard countered my Pokemon. Can we just get a fucking move on? I get it, I don't do jack shit to you, but you kill me instantly. I don't care. Seems to be how most of the things in the game work nowadays, uh-huh. Hit one wrong move and now I'm dead, and... Yeah. Random run really needs 1.5 million full restores, yep. Very important. No, I can't let this affect me. I have to inform the others. The password? Hail Giovanni. So use my damn revives now. Wherever they are. Clogging my backpack up with useless X items. You know, this is going so fast that it might, like... I need to, like, put a warning up or something. Okay, don't look at the screen, it's going very fast. Colors, they go very fast, yes. Very bad. Look at the screen, so look at the screen. Screen is bad. And I spam potions, so I don't have to go to the fucking Pokemon Center again. God, I'm so sick of having to go back to the Pokemon Center in 5 minutes because of the stupid area. It's awful Pokemon. Yes, I see, they just like, they spam Destiny 1, and you can't escape, and also they're resistant to whatever you hit them with, and they kill you in one hit. Yeah. Had a real fun time with these guys. Especially a whole Team Rocket area full of them. Yep. Some. You know. You know. Hold it right there. We can't have a brat like you on the loose. It's harmful to Team Rocket's pride, you see? However strong you may be, you can't take both of us at the same time. Sorry, baby. Now get ready to be thrashed. Hey, don't be so selfish. Spread the fun around. What? You had an accomplice? Where is your sense of honor? As the interim boss in place of Giovanni, I'll show you how wrong it is to meddle with Team Rocket. Are you the boss? I thought the actual boss was the guy you fight at the end of the Goldenrod City Rocket Dungeon after this. Isn't you? Oh, they were not cooking with these Bonica choices in this place, were they? They really weren't like, hey, you know, the first Pokemon that the boss shows up, yeah, just have it you sing, so you just have a 50% chance of not being able to play the game. Just get two-shot, jackass. Man, some cool Pokemon you have there. Too bad I don't give a flying fuck anymore. No, I don't care. No, you don't start a battle like that and expect me to care about anything you have to do. You don't matter. Right, anyway. Duck, you really are strong. It's too bad. If you were to join Team Rocket, you could become an executive. I'm like 12. Hell, if we're going canon red and blue, I'm like 10. This hideout is done for, but that's fine. The broadcast experiment was a total success. It doesn't matter what happens to this hideout now. We have much bigger plans. You'll come to appreciate Team Rocket's true power soon enough. Enjoy yourself while you can. So yeah, in the original, that was a double battle where you had Lance's help. Don't know why they changed that. Unless they couldn't program it properly, I don't know. I don't know how any of this stuff works. In the current state, Team Rocket's hideout is completely beaten up. Sorry, Yukari, I saw how well you were doing, so I just hung back. And all there is left to do is to turn off that odd radio signal. It's the machine that's causing all the problems. I don't see a switch on it. We have no choice. You have to make all the Bonica over there faint. That should stop this machine from transmitting that strange signal. It's no fault of the Pokemon, so it makes me feel guilty. Yukari, let's split the job. Bunch of eagles. Oh no, eagle. We have to kill the eagles. The eagles didn't do anything, but they have to pay for the sins of their father. The odd signal has finally stopped. The lake should be back to normal. You're the hero. Let me thank you on behalf of all the Bonica. Yukari, the journey to becoming the Bonica Master is long and difficult. Lance, I'm already the champion. Knowing that, will you keep going? I see. No, you're right. If you would give up that easily, you would never have chased the dream in the first place. I look forward to seeing you again. Yeah, that's, case of... and change the dialogue. Alright. 53-minute episode, because the Team Rocket Hideout was way longer than it should have been. Alright, in the next part, which I may or may not record after this, I don't know. I guess we'll deal with Price. See you then, bye.